type shit. It's cold as hell, man. It's cold as hell. Let me take this shit off. I haven't did a live. Last live I did was probably a day and a half ago or some shit. And that day and a half was like, I just video game, man. I just did video game shit at the house. Now I gotta shave my fucking mustache. What the fuck? But yeah, man. What's going on with the world? What's going on, world? You know, I've been tapping in with a couple people. Like, actually had a phone call earlier. Actually, I don't know what percentage I'm at. Probably like at 80 something, like 80 something percent. So I don't know. I get my gloves on. It's supposed to be spring, like the trees are starting to bloom a bit, but I don't know if we're gonna get it anytime soon. To be honest with you, couldn't even tell you. Jax, what's good? Jax, my bad. I went live, but yeah, I think I got this. I saw a Massachusetts number a while ago. So yeah. Oh, what's up? What's up? How you doing, Amanda? Thank you for being here. My bad. It's like hella cold out. It's supposed to be spring. Oh, let me show you. It's supposed to be spring. But as you can see, they're kind of blooming, but not really. So there it is. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I haven't been live in a while. Yeah, my bad, Jax. I was on the phone with someone a while ago, and then I was like, as soon as I get off with them, because they're going to work, I'm about to go live, and I didn't realize it was close to 12. 12 on my time, I should say. Dang, my bad. Let me blow my nose. But thank you for being here, Jax. It was good to chop it up. I hope you didn't get in trouble. I hope you didn't get in trouble, bro. That's crazy. It's kind of wild, man. You know, it's a good vibe today, though, man. It's not bad. It's like I kind of just got done talking to a friend on the phone. He's actually my tattoo artist. Um, or he does my tattoos, I should say. But we got done speaking about art a little bit. I can show the live. Oh, for real? I mean, if you're okay with it, it's up to you. You go live 5 nights a week, and right. And man, it's interesting, man, because I was on the phone with like a friend of mine, and he's like, he does tattoos for me, and like, we're speaking about. It's kind of similar to what you were speaking about in the last live, which is really funny that like everything's happening the same week. But he was saying something about people were upset with him a long time ago. This was like 10, 12 years ago, because he could have got a job at Boeing, and it can be exhausting. I know the feeling, so it's kind of rough. Yeah, it's rough for me too. I was trying to go on the weekend, but I couldn't. Um, but me and him were talking about how, or him and I guess, but talking. What's good, Z? How people are upset. He's like, man, you could have had a job at Boeing, when the getting was going good. But it's like he's an artist, so it's like a lot of times you just want to create art. But you want to create art, but you also want to do stuff that's not going to spiritually bog you down or like make you unhappy. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to have a balance, a work life balance of like work and then creating art, or like just whatever it is, content creating. Anything along those lines. Content creating, just sharing yourself, sharing your love and knowledge to the world and stuff like that. And I thought about that too, because I was like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. But I was there before, like years ago, and I thought a lot about like my friend, well, not friends necessarily, but people in certain like hip hop scenes that didn't want to make the sacrifice of either getting their own publishing at that, and then also whether it be their whether it be their own publishing or getting a part-time job, just put the money into their own stuff and then just keep putting it into their own stuff. A lot of people are just waiting for handouts a lot of times, man. And it's I don't think it works that way. Even though you're an artist, it's like, yeah, you want people to appreciate you, but you got to put a little bit of art as well. But yeah, I haven't done a live in a while. Last live I did was the video game stuff. But like I'm trying to get back to, like I said, it's supposed to be nice today, this week. So I'm just trying to get some air and get some like sunlight. I'm kind of in the sunlight zone, but I'm behind a tree right now. But it's like a nice little bench over here. I might sit over there in a second. I might walk over there, but they don't have a bench where I could prop up my phone. That's the only issue. Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like I think about that a lot where it's like, we're speaking about whether it's I think the word you use, but also he used the same exact word today on the phone. He was like, whether it be your calling or what you're destined to do, or whatever that is, like however you want to look at it. And I'm like, I'm not saying I don't know what that is, but I just know whatever it is I have, I'm going to share it. It doesn't matter if it's physical goods. If I buy like a book of things, like, you know me, when I get a book of Beyblades and stuff, like I'll just sit there and like raffle them off, to share the feeling of that collecting. You know, it's less about showing off. It's more about, hey, I'm able to acquire these things, but the feeling of getting it, you know what I'm saying, and sharing that, that's what is important. And then also just having, you know, like I think Axe Launch won the Phoenix Feather, the orange one. And the thing about that was cool was I bought two. I bought one that I'm going to keep inside the magazine and the box, and I just put it away because that's what I do. And knowing that Axe got his fourth one, he's probably going to do the same thing because he already opened one. So the fact that we're on the same wavelength is all I needed to see. It's all I needed to hear. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to find more like-minded people and individuals in general. Just finding people and stuff like that. Jackson, let me know if you're still there, man. I don't know if you let mom tap in or not, but I'm just chilling right now. Just over here. I actually grabbed my coffee earlier. It's cold now, man. I had this coffee for like 40 something minutes. So I don't know. I didn't bring my charger. Damn. I'm fucking up right now. That's all right. But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird time because it's like we're also transitioning seasons. So it's almost like, I don't want to say it's perfect, but it's just like everything feels aligned. I actually had like last week, everything was like really good. Telling what this week will be. I might have to sit there and do my little water fast again, get my body right. Because yesterday, out of after doing all the shopping around, I'm about to put that vlog. When I put the vlog together, I'm gonna post it up. But I'm about to put that vlog out, kind of show what I did, because I actually did take a quick 6-second video of the pad thai I ate. And the lady was like, "How many stars?" I said, "Out of how many?" I was like, "Out of what's the highest number?" She said 4. I'm like, "Damn, 4 stars is the spiciest." I said, "Okay, wait, how spicy is 4 stars?" She said, "Well, it's like American spicy." And when someone from, I ain't gonna say someone from Thailand, but like a Thai person or like Thai, Laos, Cambodia, when they tell you it's 4 stars American, to them that ain't shit. So I'm like, man, if it's 4 stars, give me 3. So I had 3. Actually, like I tried to eat it without drinking water, which I did. I was surprised I completed it. But when you eat spicy food without the water, man, that shit sit in your stomach a different type of way. On top of that, I had Thai iced tea, so that's what I'm saying. Today, I'm kind of dealing with a bit of some body issues, I guess. Some stomach problem. It ain't too bad, but it kind of let me know it's a time for manifesting and transformation. Yeah, you think that's what the seasons is calling for? It feels like it. It definitely feels like it. It feels like you know, it definitely feels like there's definitely a transition. I'll say that much. There's a transition. I can't call it, but whatever it is, I'm looking forward to it. And for whatever reason, also leaving my job put me in a better mind state to the point where I'm like, you know what? I have the privilege of being under someone else's roof at the moment, like my dad's roof still. And it's funny because last year I was actually looking at apartments. I can't talk while I'm on live jacks. So, but if he's available in like an hour, we'll do that if that's okay. But I mean, you can show her the live. It don't matter. It don't matter either way. I guess. Yeah, let me know. But no, it's interesting because like without having the job right now, like my mind is more clear, and I haven't had this clear of a mind. It's up to you, Jackson. You just let me know what you end up doing. Um, since like maybe high school days, and the high school days were really interesting because like I'm not gonna say my mind was made up at that time, but like I had clarity. Call after the live. Okay, cool, cool. Um, there was a bit of clarity. Like there was a bit of like whether I understood my purpose or not. I just knew I shouldn't be doing what everyone else around. Sorry, what everyone else around me is doing. You know, not that they were doing anything negative. Some people were. Maybe like half of them were doing negative stuff. Other half were like at jobs, but they were just kind of unhappy. But you make sacrifices, right? Like if you have to work a job, if you have to get certain income coming in, if you got to like take care of others, that's what I had to do with my whole life. Take care of my mom. She was handicapped, grandpa handicapped too. So it's like doing that for so long, and then doing the best I could because I wasn't a better caretaker than my brother. My brother was holding it down for a long time, but taking care of that shit and doing the best I could. It's weird when you're like a whole generation, if not 2 generations younger than someone, and you're trying to figure out how to be an adult for them. It's a weird transition to like lose them, one, when they passed away, and then two, transition into like being a responsible person when they've wanted you. They went out their way and they've kind of paved the way to make sure that you were just an artist or a student this whole time. My mom just wanted me to go to school. She didn't even know what I was going to become. she just assumed like if you go to school in America, you could become like a cop, a firefighter, or some shit. She didn't know what the hell was going on. She's like, I just assume if kids do good that they become doctors or they become something. And then you get older and you realize, oh, it don't work that way. You can't just be throwing kids into school and then not actually be on top of them being responsible. So, but that's how it is. You know, I'm first generation born here, not first generation arrival here. My great grandpa was the first one that got here, but um, yeah, I think I look back at that shit a lot where I'm like, it's a strange time of undoing a lot of the you know the positives and negatives, all right, of you know, my family. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying like the shit that we're used to, the shit that we're accustomed to, not necessarily is not necessarily functional. So I don't look at it from a good and bad context. I just think about like, does this push things forward into the right direction? Does this kind of, you know, when you talk to kids this way, when you bring them up this way, when you keep them tough like that for this long, you know what I'm saying? Does it really help in the long run? Is them having these emotional blockages or them having those whatever, you know, because all that shit is connected to, you know, the soul to some degree, man. Your heart, your physical heart is, your brain as well. You know, all that shit affects the soul. Everything you experiencing, everything you know. Does that make sense? You know, I think about that a lot. You know, I think about like my environment. It was affordable, but because of that, we're just like away from what could possibly be. And I started to realize that just catching buses in different areas and seeing that people are in better mindsets. Being in a better mindset makes you want to wake up, look forward to shit. You know what I mean? Kids be waking up with anxiety where I grew up, and it was like normal to just be like, man, I don't even know what tomorrow's gonna or today's gonna be like. I already put like a stadium, Jax. I'm gonna put like a stadium, and then I'm gonna think about there's a couple other things. I might just put a few blades in there. You know, some new blades that you probably don't have. I was kind of taking note last night about what you may or may not have. I was thinking about what you told me you had. So we'll see. Take time late at night when you're alone to clear your mind. Ask your spirit guides what your purpose, calling is. They will answer you. You have to open to listen. Yeah. So you know, it's really interesting because you said that because, and I'm actually procrastinating on it. I need to stop. But I feel like, and it's funny I'm saying this to you because you might be familiar with the term. It's called ikigai. It's ikigai, and it's like this Japanese thing that helps you find purpose. There's like shortcuts to do it, and it's like these four circles that people fill out, and then like things in the middle that reoccur a lot in the middle, probably your life's purpose to some degree. Summer was good. Thank you for being here, Summer. Always good to have you back. Please, please. I hope you're not driving right now. I know last time you were driving, so. But no, I did my ikigai thing, and it made a lot of sense because, man, when I was a kid, I thought I was gonna be this like, you're driving again. Damn. At least you're not texting though. As long as you don't text and drive, so you can just listen to the audio. But don't pay attention to me. I'm just sitting still, so don't worry about me. But yeah, um, no, when I was a kid, I wanted to draw because my brother drew. So because my brother was drawing, I'm like, I guess I'm just gonna draw like him. Fuck it. So you know, Summer's wilding exactly. You better get in an accident. Come on now. You gotta take care of yourself out there on the road. You know, I trust you, Summer. Just be safe. Yep, exactly. Be safe. Um, Now I'm drawing like him, and then I'm thinking I'm about to just do like you just saw one. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't premonition that. Um, I'm thinking I'm gonna draw comics and stuff. Well, I'm gonna surprise you, Jax. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'll surprise you. But definitely, I'm putting a stadium in there so you can have a nice new stadium, and I'll figure something out. You know, some new blades. I was taking like mental note of what you had and what you didn't had, so I'll keep that in mind. But I would draw these little comic panels. I would draw them in. I would pencil them in. I would redraw over the lines with the pen. Then I would color it in. And I realized, like, man, this is hard work. I'm over here, like, I got the whole story in my head, but the actual drawing process is rough. It's kind of tiresome. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm sitting here dealing with this. But over time, and then it's funny because I got older. I did the Ikigai stuff, Fortnite Battle Royale, low key. And it's funny because I don't even want to make it seem funny. It is like that to some degree. I think it's more like I'm trying to think of what's that name of that. I think the anime is like High School Rivalry or some shit. It's like that, but exaggerated. And then there's weapons, obviously. I hate to say that, but there be, you know, we fuck with weapons here. Unfortunately, that's just what we do. But no, I did my ikigai, and basically like the common denominator for all things that could either, I forget exactly what it is, what I love to do, what I love doing for people, etc. Yada yada, what make me money career wise, like all the things that had a common denominator was storytelling. So it's like the fact that storytelling was this like this strange calling that I didn't realize I love doing, because I love, and that goes from everything from like whether I finished making a beat and I realized like this whole beat tape that I had seems like a storyboard, and I really wrote a story to the whole album, recorded it, put it out, and I realized that was my favorite piece that I ever put out. My favorite piece. That's really like what's up my alley, whether it's quality or not. That's for other people to decide. But the fact that I enjoyed doing that, the fact that I had all these stories in my head that I haven't drawn out, because I was so thoughtful of like, I don't know how long this is gonna take, because I have to draw every image. But really, it's like I have people who are really good at artists and they have no issue doing that. So it's like this whole time I didn't realize the whole story aspect was a thing. I didn't realize even going on YouTube Live and just telling stories, you know what I'm saying, and having these parables and stuff like that. What that in the tree? Let me see. Right there. Where's it at? Where's it at? Tell me what it is. Cody Macbeth, thank you for being here. Pele JJ. Am I saying that right? Yep, Pele. Your Bucket Stadium, the Drum Buster keeps Draconic break. Hey man, did I see it? I didn't see it. It might have been a bird though. Hold on, let me lean over. I'm gonna lean like this. Watch. Tell me if you see something. Tell me if you see something. I don't know, Cody. Cody, I don't know. I ain't stressing it. I ain't even stressing it. It's probably just a bird, but there's like people walking past too. There's people walking past too. You liked it? Thank you, Pele. But yeah, that little thing, that ikigai practice, and then the actual just understanding that this whole time I thought I was supposed to be this drawing artist. You know what I mean? I thought I was supposed to be someone that was like Akira Toriyama, who was someone we all looked up to. Leprechaun, leftover from yesterday. Yeah, it might be a little small one, a little Keebler dude up there. This might be the Keebler tree. Now I think about it, probably in here or whatever they're called. But the thought, like I thought I was supposed to be this artist, but the whole time when I'm thinking about drawings and like fight scenes and stuff, a lot of it was just more about, yeah, fight coordination is important for like my storylines, but the actual story itself. So I realized I have to be this storyteller, story writer thing. So anyway, fast forward, I'm kind of getting all over the place a bit, but I'm like, UFOs. I've never seen one actually. I don't know if I wish to see one, but I'd love to see one, just to say I did, because everybody got a story. How many subs? That's a good question, man. I'm probably like 680 something, 690 something right now. I got to double check. I don't really know. I guess I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'll get there however I need to. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Artists. And that's the other thing is like, I didn't realize that whole time, like me going through this path of learning how to draw actually was creating, manifest the UFO. You know what? You might be onto something. UFO shit. I didn't realize that the whole time that I was just creating these storylines. Like it took me so long to draw, but I took so much time and effort into doing it as a kid. But the whole time as I was doing it, let's say it took me 2 hours to do that. The whole 2 hours, I'm thinking of the whole season 1 of this storyline. Like, oh yeah, and season 1 would be like this, and it'll kind of be like Yu-Gi-Oh combined with Digimon. Just like thinking of funny shit. And then just the whole time I just had these stories in my head. So I was like, damn, that's really what it is. It's just manifesting these stories, putting them together, and yeah, I just didn't think about it at the time, but it makes sense the older I get. It's like, oh yeah, you're supposed to be doing the story stuff. But that's what I mean about like being what do you call that, bro? I'm procrastinating basically, because there's a couple of stories I have written out. I have like 2 or 3 chapters per story that I have, but then like the other thing was I don't have them fleshed. I have some of them fleshed out, actually. I have some of them fleshed out, but to actually like when the fun part, man, when I'm writing the stories out, I'm writing the lines, because there's personality and actual emotion to each character. The way you think it'll play out doesn't always make sense with what's happening in that moment when you're writing the stuff out in that moment. But yeah, create and put it out. And here's the thing, like I am working on some with my cousin, but it's just taking me a while to really, because it's funny that what I'm saying is I think I have a way that the first book is going to play out, and as I write it, I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense. With if they just got done fighting, they're going to be a little flustered. Not always, you always see these anime protagonists, they're always motivated, like, oh, he's always motivated to go to the next thing, the next fight. I was like, no, if they got their ass whipped and they're tired, they're going to be tired, and then they're going to be tested as well. So you have to like actually put in the real life emotions, you know what I'm saying? So we get carried away with like following this blueprint of, oh yeah, of course we'll just always be tough and brave. Like not necessarily. There are things where people's limits get tested, and then they really feel away. Like for people who actually, that's the other funny part is like I thought about what anime authors and just other authors in general. You know what I mean? You see it with like Batman. Batman does a good job of showing the vulnerability of the main character. You know what I mean? Like him feeling old and him feeling like when he didn't save a certain person or whatever, they feel like they can't continue. It really just take one person, one incident, and they're just kind of into a depression now. That's anime is more exaggerated, obviously. JJ Kai, Jujutsu Kaisen. See, the thing is, and you know me, man, I can't sit, like, when people talk to me about all the new shows and stuff, I can't sit in front of the TV for too long. Like, if I'm sitting there for an hour to watch all these shows, which is like 2 episodes, I don't be keeping up. I only know what people tell me. So, whenever my brother, my niece, or my niece's boyfriend, or like other people who love anime tell me about their favorite animes, I'm like, just tell me the story because if it's interesting enough, I'm gonna watch it, and if I have time, I will. But a lot of times, like, man, I don't even have the time for it because if I'm not doing this, if I'm not creating on live, I'm doing something at the house, I'm writing something, I'm drawing, or drawing, or like making a beat, doing music or whatever. Like I have to do something. Luna Furry, thank you for coming back. It's good to have you back. Thank you for being here. But yeah, Pele, which country? I'm in the U.S., bro. We in the U.S., man. So yeah, it's really interesting, man. I just gotta create. I just gotta create, man. But that's what I was telling. Oh, sorry. Back to that conversation. They have the whole getting their butt kicked and needing to process stuff. That's what I like, man. That's what I like to hear. And you don't really see that until like, bro, full FMA Brotherhood, obviously, because you know this. FMA Brotherhood has that where like there's times where they feel powerless and they keep pushing on. And even then, when they keep pushing on, they're like, hold on 1 second. We gotta recoup. I gotta re-oil up my arm and shit. Dude got a metal arm. Yeah, man. I mean, Hunter x Hunter was like that too a little bit. Killua really didn't think he had friends. I need a dog. I wish I had a dog. You got a dog to donate to me, bro? Time to do anything outside of the channel and streaming. Oh, you have a little time to do anything else. Oh, am I reading that right? Yeah. Your favorite story right there, bro. Always FMA Brotherhood. I'm saying, man, it's something. Brotherhood is right. They did it right. And it's the right amount of episodes. It's the right amount. You know what I mean? It's a better ending than the other one. The first one they put out, that shit was sad. I was like, man, what the fuck was this? Why did it end this way? You can't stream. You can't stream Pele? Why is that? Let me know why that is, man. And don't worry about streaming as long as just chase your dreams, whatever you got going on, bro. Whatever you got going on over there. But, okay, I'm reading that. What I was gonna say was, me and my friend on the phone. That was Funimation. Yeah, I guess we'll blame them because that one was crazy. Like, why did they go that direction? It was also interesting because Rose was like in the beginning. Rose is in the beginning, or whatever her name was, and then they had that whole religious thing. That was a good aspect, but it was like episode 2 or 4 or some shit. It was hella early. But anyway, I was talking on the phone with dude, and we're kind of discussing like how people. I mean, this is like years ago, so it's old shit. It didn't even matter. He's like a successful tattoo artist right now, but back then people were upset, I guess, because like he had opportunities to get certain jobs, and then like when the time came, he was like, honestly, it's even his wife said it, and I remember her telling me the story. He's like, yeah, I just seen it killing his spirit. He was making money, but he wasn't coming home happy. He didn't feel good, and it was like people were like, man, you could have did this, that, and the third, but like look at him now. He owns his own shop. You know what I'm saying? But here's the flip side of the coin, is that the same way people are like, hey man, you should probably get this job. You should probably do this, that, and the third. You should be responsible, etc. The Pele, I told you USA, and even though that's a very commendable thing to tell people and like to motivate them with, the other flip side of the coin is if you're actually good at your art, you're actually good at what you do, why wouldn't you delve into that or like have that on your spare time as well? You understand? Like, why wouldn't you? That's the flip side of it. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people can't. When you think about someone who does like a tattoo, they can't make any mistakes. That takes a bit of skill. That it's art, but it takes a bit of skill as well to do something like that. So for him to get away from that, to be like a 9 to 5 person, takes him away from something that a lot of people can't do. I know if I have friends right now. Are you in England? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to England. There's people I know that they just need to dance. They just need to dance. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will sit there and go downtown, or they'll find some center place to go. They'll dance, and then they'll collect the money and shit for it, which is fine. I'm not against that. You do what you can because at least they're doing what they love to do, and they just get like spare change off of it. And then like you have other people that would just like, I just need to leave the house and just dance for a second. I had a friend like that. He just break dances everywhere he go. You know what I'm saying? He just be going places. He's like, bro, I just need to go back to my old high school, dance during like when it's not school hours and shit. Some people just got to do what they got to do. But again, it's art, and it's like people forget the flip side of it is like a lot of people who just sit there, whether it be offices or like physical labor type jobs, they can't necessarily do what he does. It doesn't make anyone more valuable than the other. It's just the fact that why would he rob himself of that? This is what he does. This is what they do. Why would they rob themselves of that just for not necessarily corporate America, but for the what's the word I was looking for? I just thought about it for the monetary gain. It's not always worth it. You know what I mean? I know there's plenty of people I know that's like taking pay cuts just to be a little bit happier. There's a lot of people I know that also getting paid out the ass. They ain't happy at all. Can't even figure out what to do, bro. Motherfuckers getting they stacked up. Like people who took sacrifices from like it could be anything from sports to I'm thinking about this now because someone's hooping, but sports to what was the other one I was thinking of? Like guitar or some shit. I knew a dude who was really good at guitar and piano. People took sacrifices just to work that 9 to 5, and I get it. People got kids, you got responsibilities and whatnot. But on top of that, you got to have that balance, man. You got to remember who you are as a human being and like what keeps you alive, spirit wise and whatnot. So it's the flip side of the coin. But people always look at heads, if not tails. You know what I'm saying? Um, in the care package, I'm gonna find out, man. It's probably Takira Tomy. Like I'm not like not the Hasbro thin one. It's probably Takira Tomy. I'm probably gonna put that one in there, man. But don't worry about it, Jax. I'm gonna make sure you get some good shit. I'm gonna make sure you have some good stuff in there. Um, but my main thing is like as long as she's okay with it, if she's okay with it, then it's a go for me, and I'll let you know when I'm ready to ship it out. And like I'll probably send you like tracking and all that. No, man. Hey, Z, if you saw his video on his channel, dude has he's got a stadium he's been putting work on for a whole year. So there's like a fissure. There's like a fissure crack right in the middle, bro. I'm like, how in the hell? The stadium is what is this shit called? Draconic broken or whatever the fuck. Yeah, it's crazy. It looked hella crazy, and I'm like, nah, bro, we gotta get you a new stadium because if you're gonna post some videos, you gotta get a good stadium in there. I'm gonna try to hook them up. Um, but yeah, that's the other side of the artist coin. The flip side of it, man. It's like why, you know, we don't look at it the other way. We don't really look at it the other way. And like I don't. I've had don't get me wrong. I've been around friends that like they could have took time to really master both sides of the craft and get to the highest level. But whether the highest level was important or not is neither here nor there. It's the simple fact that if you don't take care of shit now, you might not be able to sustain yourself in the long run. So I still get paid. I still get royalty checks off music, man. And it's like me doing my own shit. It's literally my own stuff. It's not even, oh, I collab with this one dude who's hella big. It wasn't no checks like that. I have friends like collab with actually I have friends that have like song credits with Macklemore and shit. And like I don't really care about dude, but the fact that he can pay you and he thinks enough to put you on his album, who the fuck cares, man? You know what I'm saying? Take the check. You're an artist. Do artist shit. But I talked to other people that would just be down. You saw that too? Right. Right. And what was I gonna say to I used to go to these shows, man, underground rap shows and whatnot, and dudes would sit there freestyle. They'd be the illest at rapping. They'd be the illest beat makers, whatever. People you never will hear of. I literally asked dudes, I was like, man, you got publishing? Motherfuckers started laughing. They just kept doing what they're doing. I ain't even mad at that. I was like, all right, cool. Again, that's like 10 years ago now. That's like 10 years ago. I don't know where these motherfuckers at. Nobody heard of them. Nobody knows who they are. And it's not that they need to know, but that's like, y'all doing this weird shit to get paid, but you couldn't have been getting paid off your shit the whole time because they were more talented than me, way more talented. Meanwhile, I had my paperwork right. You know what I'm saying? I put the money up, paid for myself. It don't take much. It's just $50, $50 for the publishing company, $50 for the writer under the same thing in ASCAP. You understand? It's $50 both. So that's only $100, and you spend another 99, if not 49, to put the whole album out. You could just load that bitch up with like a hour or 2 hours of worth of content. You can load it up. I would do anything from 40 minutes to an hour and a half. And that'll get you like these $90 checks. So people over here is trying to pretend to scrape by like, oh, I gotta sell this, I gotta hustle. It's like, no, you don't. You could have been doing what you love to do this whole time if you just do the due diligence. You understand? So that's like, sorry. remind you of your older brother, both looks and interest. Oh, really? He got a beard and stash too. I need to trim the stash because I be sitting there. As you eat pizza and shit, you got all the cheese and the oil up in there. You know. But no, there's a business side to the art, and I'm not saying people have to like. Don't worry about the business. The business side is like less important than the actual art. But people will complain in the long run, and I was like, hey, we had this conversation at least a decade ago. Like a decade ago, I just sat there and motherfuckers laughed at me. Meanwhile, like when I feel like I'm down bad from spending money on certain stuff, whether it be Beyblade or whatever, out of nowhere this royalty check comes in, and that's every 3 months, out of nowhere. And it'd be anything, anywhere from like I used to get these $25 ones. It'd be anywhere from 25 to 100 something, just randomly. I'm like, hey, it's kind of gonna hold me down right now. It's kind of nice, you know. And I take it, I deposit it, or if not invest it, you know. So I'm just trying to cover both sides of the coin as best as possible. I've never been not mindful. You understand? I've always been mindful of like both sides. I've always considered it because at the same time, when you're under someone else's roof, the person that roof is that you're under, they're sustaining it based off of 9 to 5, and because of that, I got to work hard too. Because my thing is like, I've listened to so many interviews and stuff like that with people like, let's say a comedian or something. I remember what's my guy? Damn, what's my guy who got hit by the truck? Don't bug me now. Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan. He went through the truck accident with the car, so he got a good settlement. But he was telling stories. He's like, yeah, man, I used to just I locked in with comedy. He said, you don't understand. I would, because he understood New York trains. He would find a cart in the train in New York and just sleep on there until it went to the end. He said, if I lay down on the train, that'll buy me an hour a day per train. So he just knew. He was like, all right, it's gonna be like an hour and a half. This is the longest train from point A to B. I'm gonna get on this train. I'm gonna sleep in the little thing. They're gonna think I'm homeless and shit. And I'm going from the very last stop to the next very last stop. He would sit there and he would just like go to sleep, and that's all he would do. So his hustle was just like, I'm only gonna do fucking comedy. He was only fucking with comedy and whatever else he can get his hands on and flip. You know what I'm saying? You know how that go. And he would just sleep on the train just to kill time throughout the day until it was time to go to the actual comedy show and then do the stuff at night. And then he would do it all over again, get back on the trains because the city don't sleep. So that's how he was mentally. My thing is, why would you wait until you're forced in that position to think that way? While you have a roof over your head and while you have the resources, you might as well sit there and have the hustle right now. You might as well do it while you have everything. You know what I'm saying? You got to work like you might lose it today, like a tornado might hit that shit. You just don't know. You don't know. You just got to sit there and grind. But that's just always been my mindset, the hard work stuff. Whether it was the working out days, bro, when I was just like a kid thinking like, oh, this is going to be my ticket out the hood. Like, I'm going to just box and, whatever. I'm going to just do that. If it wasn't that, bro, I was thinking I was going to do something else. You know what I mean? If it wasn't that, I was probably going to like, actually, that probably kept me out of a lot of trouble. But I always knew I was like a hard working type of person. So I was like, I got to be careful what I put that hard work energy into, because if I put it into something negative, the negative comes back. So, and it's funny because like a lot of those OGs that I grew up with, man, they told me to stay out of that shit. They dealt with it. They were locked in, and a lot of them couldn't get jobs because they had felonies. They grew up, they didn't have guidance. But they, even without the guidance, they sat there and really told me like, hey, man, ain't anybody tell me how it was gonna end up like this, but you better stay away from this because of that. Because nobody's telling me you got to do it, bro. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just stay out the way. If you're telling me, I'm gonna stay out the way. And I heeded that warning. It's a different path, though. They were preparing me for something that they never did, and they weren't prepared for either. And like to be on this path alone, at least just with the background of people I got. I mean, you can sit there and look at celebrities, but I don't really know them. I don't know who was in their corner, so I can't really base my life off of that. But based off the people around my way, I'm like, nobody's really ever seen it. Nobody ain't ever seen that shit. So I got to figure it out. Like, I'm not trying to say like I'm the key to all this or nothing, but it's like I get it now. It's like karmically, what I'm holding is like I feel better compared to like if I had made those sacrifices or if I made those decisions growing up financially or like negatively or whatever. I'm really happy I did it, and I'm still trying to continue it to this day. You know what I mean? I made sure I quit my job before I had to crash out. You know what I mean? Things like that. My bad. But yeah, Z, you saw the video, right? I don't know if you're still there, Z, but yeah, his yeah, we got to get him a good setup. We got to get dude a better setup, man. So I told him, I was like, honestly, I get most of my stuff off Basin Bricks because it's like I just like the supply they have and I like the quality of stuff they have, obviously. But I'm trying to obviously get him a stadium. I'll probably throw in a few more things in there, man. and then we'll see from there. Just want to hook them up, get them right. Things like that. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's something I was gonna say to bring it all back. We're talking about something. Hold on, I forgot specifically, man. I throw my mind off a little bit. Um, so it's gonna bug me out. Give me a second. Had a brain fart. It's time to get the coffee. Get this coffee going. She cold as hell right now. But yeah, man. Yeah, so it's interesting because like in this time and era, it's like I gotta lock in, obviously. You know what I mean? Me locking in, my bad. Gotta make sure my shoes are good. I gotta lock in a little bit, figure things out. And a lot of times, man, I've been catching these breaks, catching these blessings, if you will. And the most I've been doing is just paying it forward. That's the most I can do. You sit up straight, man. You gotta sit up straight for this. I'm just trying to pay it forward, man. You know, there's only so much that I can do. There's also only so much I can do with or without the resources I had this whole time. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, there's great jobs in the city. I saw all the listings. I remember back when I had my certifications, the amount of people on Indeed that would reach out to me. And like I took a few of them. Matter of fact, I didn't take a because the certification actually expired, but they were reaching out to me post expiration of that certification, that specific one, which was central services. And the thing about it was, yeah, and the thing about it was, it was still on my resume, so I had to update it. But I was working this job, and I was actually there, the most recent one, for like 6 years. But that whole taking care of yourself along a step of the way, or along every step of the way. You're right back. All right, Jax, I'm here. And then at the same time, what am I trying to say? You don't know what grief will come over. You know what I mean? Like will come through your life. Like you don't know that shit. You don't expect it, and when it happens, no one's really ready for it. No one's really ready for it. So that's one of the few things I deal with. But on top of that, it's the aspect of like understanding responsibility. It's also a weird time, man, because you got to remember like being born in like the '90s and shit. Like literally every show you watch is like friends getting together as roommates or like people that have their own apartments. So you think that is very sustainable. Like, oh yeah, you get a full-time job or you have some income and then you live on your own or you live with like a girlfriend or something. But it's getting crazy, especially in like this. I mean, along the West Coast. I'm gonna just say the West Coast, right? Along the West Coast is crazy because, especially in these major cities, my guy, where you want to like this is where you want to actually live. You want to probably live here instead of like the cuts. You don't want to be in like a little small town or the boonies or whatever. But it's crazy because you can't sustain yourself, man. Like on your own, you gotta have like 3 or 4 roommates almost, like damn near for some decent living. And you sit there and watch. You can look it up, videos of people living in New York, man, like living in damn near cubicles, 4 people, 3 people to like for 3 people in a studio type shit, just to make things work, whether that be closer to Manhattan or you know what I'm saying, like shit that be near Central Park or the more gentrified side of Brooklyn. Like it's crazy, like the fact that this is happening coast to coast, city to city, etc. But especially along the West Coast, I can vouch for it because I got friends. I mean, I went to visit Portland, that's one, but I got friends in Portland as much as I got friends in and I got the thing dripping. Pause, pause, pause. You know what I'm saying? Friends in the Bay Area and friends down in LA and shit. Forgive me. Gotta blow my nose, man. You my nose is running for a second. It's tough out here, man. But you can make it work. Let me know if you need help finding something affordable. He's the boss of that. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just like with what I have right now. I'm okay with what I have. Don't get me wrong, but there's a piece of me that's like, it's just the timing of it. What I'm saying is like the shit that we look forward to. Like the point of what I'm saying is like the shit we look forward to as a kid. Like oh, I can't wait to be older, and then it'll play out like this. You can't expect that either. The same way you can't expect the grief that'll happen for you. You can't expect the whatever you think like. And I say this for young people, man. It's like however you see people living now that are older than you, like the way I'm living, the way that this is sustainable, and then the way that this is like it looks a certain way, like the way like you see how like right now I could just walk around and go on live and stuff like that. You don't know if we'll hit a martial law kind of thing. You don't know that either. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if these things, these are things that people used to fear like 5 years ago when politics looked a certain way. Like, man, the country's gonna be a certain way. You're gonna be monitored. People gonna want to see where you're at. You're gonna have to have a car to go places and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the crazy part about it is like you just don't know like what this time is. So you want to take advantage of it, whether that's art, whether that's creating, whether that's stacking up, everything, and on all cylinders, if you will. What I'm saying is like, you know, I was fucking up the balance because I was working so hard. I was doing so much. I was putting in hours here. I put the money into stocks. I flipped it. I put it into crypto. I flipped it. I was making my thousands here and there. It was just straight hustle culture, damn near every day, every morning. But I'm like, man, I'm doing all this to try to get to a point where I could like supposedly retire. But even then, if I get to that point, what am I doing? What am I gonna do when I retire? Oh, I'm gonna do art. I'm just gonna be retired and do art or whatever. But I'm like, wait, why would I have to wait till retirement to do art? Why should I wait till I'm at a financially stable place to do art and do things that are spiritually satisfying to me? Why can't I have a balance of both? So that's what I was missing this whole time, if I'm honest. The more I reflect on it, you know, the more I look back at it, I'm like, bro, I was missing a bit of that balance. So things, because I went so far one way, it imploded and exploded on itself. You know what I mean? It really just it came out a certain way. So that's what I was saying. I was about to crash out on someone. It was a combination of grief, the hustle culture kind of I took it too far. I ain't gonna lie. I went real far with it. Like, you understand, like, as I was 9 to 5 in it, flipping to 9 to 5 stocks, crypto, etc., profiting from there, going on eBay, whoop de whoop de wop, doing all that shit, doing everything. And I was just making my money here and there. I was sharing it with people, spending it with people, etc. But I just went so far in the deep end during that time period, and it got even worse with this past overtime stuff because my friend, my coworker, dude had to have surgery, so he was out for a while, and I was just taking care of, again, I was taking care of his time, I was taking care of my own coworkers, and I wasn't taking care of myself, and I didn't have the right mental and spiritual satisfaction in whether that be creation, producing something that I really liked. I was missing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was missing that shit basically. But yeah, that's my whole thing when I think about it, is like, be careful, man, because whatever we have right now, this shit might not be what it is in the future. Like, us doing these lives and us doing these shorts, the content and stuff like that, we don't know what's gonna be on lockdown. And like, you just got to consider that every last video you make, every last video you make, every last bit of content you create might be the last one you create, and that might be solidified into just information and data. And who knows who gets barred out now? They keep on raising the bar. They keep on, what's the word I'm saying? They keep on moving the goalpost. It's like, you need this many subs, you need this many comments, you need this many that. Everybody's doing it now. Okay, they got to keep moving the goalpost. Now you need 1,000. Now you need this many watch hours. You need all that. And I'm like, I'm gonna get it how I get it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep doing what I have to do. But in the meantime, I'm gonna just kind of fall back in love with the actual process of it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are missing that shit. My fault. Let me read this shit. I've been ranting. But yep. Just if you want. Oh yeah, I'll let you know. It's good to know, Z. So that's why I would take full advantage of living at home by saving up every penny. Yep. Help buy a house. Yeah, I've been spending the pennies on a few penny stocks here and there, So we'll see. Them investments are gonna play out the way they need to by themselves. Just hoping the best for your daughter's future. Exactly. And that's the other part, is like, you don't know what it's gonna look like for them, but it's fucked up that you have to get like on a higher footing just to make sure that that's good. You know what I mean? But again, you do it for loved ones, you'll break your back for them. You know what I'm saying? You will for loved ones, you'll do a whole lot of things for them, man. That's one thing that a lot of kids don't realize until they're like, especially in their 20s. And yeah, man. So you have the right idea, got to make a change now in your life. Yep. Yeah, I think it was the amount, and that's I think the amount of shit, because I was at that job for like 6 years. Yeah, about 6. But within that time span, because all I could do was save up, and because I'm under someone else's roof, because I could save up, I just spent all that money investing, if not on other people. I wasn't really doing enough for myself. Like, every now and again, I'd be like, yeah, I guess, I don't know, my back kind of hurts, so I guess I'll get a massage, whatever. But does that make sense? Like, I was kind of just like not really, I forgot what I was saying. I wasn't taking care of myself. Basically, I wasn't really taking good care of myself, man. I was doing everything for everyone else. I was like, all this investment shit, that's for everybody else in the future. All this other shit I'm doing, that's for this person, that person. I'm just thinking about all these other people, all these other possible circumstances in the long run, not even caring about what's happening right now, not even being focused about, You know what I'm saying? Like that's just where my mind was at, bro. So I was tripping low key. I ain't gonna lie. That's on me though. That's on me. I'm gonna get right. So yeah, this is a good time period, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I forgot how the line go. It's like Nipsey Hussle says something minor setback for major comeback type shit, man. That's where we at with it. So it didn't make sense until like now, especially. Like now, especially, bro. I already knew that already, but I was like, yeah, it makes a whole lot of sense now. That minor setback, this ain't shit. I've been through worse, man. We used to have rats up in the house, bro. Shit, used to have rats in the house, motherfucker eating one meal a day type shit. I remember we were moving, and then this one lady, I think my aunt, she bought like some Ezels, and then like I just got like one scoop of rice and then Ezels. I realized my grandpa didn't get none. I was like, fuck that, I ain't eating. If he ain't eating it, I'm not gonna eat shit. Fuck, I look like. Because if worst case scenario, because I was young and healthy, I was like, I'll sock somebody and take some food if it's really that bad. But other than that, he's old, he can't be fighting for no food. What the fuck? So at the same time, I was just at school lunch. I used to be the kid that would ask people for their pizza crust because kids are wasteful. They be throwing shit away. I was like, man, if you ain't gonna eat that, I'll eat it, bro. Motherfuckers out here wasting food. I had no shame in being who I was at all. Or it's sad to see most kids today will not be able to afford a house. I'm saying that's what's crazy, right? But it's also nothing wrong with us putting our money together. If you have actual loved ones, and you can put money together. I ain't gonna lie, I got my own trust issues. I got my own issues in general. So I really just want my own space. And if I had that share that space, I gotta share it with another woman or something. That's just kind of who I am and how I am. But because of that, that's why a lot of the hustle was in what I was doing. But there's nothing wrong with like if I have like friends and family members that like they're really good at having friendships and shit. They're really good at having sustaining family get-togethers and shit like that. And I think those people are really good at putting their money together. But they're so into like the fun aspect. Motherfuckers be in their 40s, really caught up in like the fun and partying aspect that they get away from the actual things that could help the next generation. That's fine. That's on them. Like you never know what people need to do to sustain and kind of bury their trauma. So I'm very cognizant of that or whatever the fuck. I recognize that shit. So I'm very but it's scary. I just feel like I have to be the responsible one. It's just kind of who I am, and I don't want to deny myself that. My bad. My bad. I gotta learn how to do things for yourself, and I think you're making huge strides. Already, you haven't even been away from that. That's true. Yeah, that's what's true. That's why I gotta be focused, my guy. It's really it's a transitional time period. It's funny. I ran to my where I got the coffee. I'm about to start walking and shit, just walking a little loop and shit. Damn, man. I don't know if that bench was weight or something. I'm gonna be hella mad. What's going on, Pele? Thank you for coming back. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm over here rambling. Yeah, the place I got my coffee was next to the barbershop I go to. That's fucked up because I had to cut my own hair. I can't even. Actually, I'm gonna get a haircut before SakuraCon, before the tournament. So I'm gonna do that though. But no, what's I gonna say, bro? I lose my train of thought, my guy. Shout out the barber dude. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy Jason. This dude was saying something about Actually, maybe I shouldn't disclose it. But basically, there are these meetings that they're trying to set up with people, that kind of struggle with certain things and whatnot. But I've been trying to tap in with him. I need to go in to see if I need it for myself. But the other side of it is like you don't know who needs help or needs to hear what's going on because sometimes I'm not saying I got it worse, but you always find somebody that has it worse, which is hella funny, like hella funny. It's like a weird irony where like it feels like you're going through hella shit, and then you meet that one person that's just like seems to be going through more shit or just more mentally down, and you're like, you know what? I'm not trying to say that this is making me feel better because I feel bad for this person, but then, yeah, man, it's just like a refreshing feeling where it's like you're not the only one going through shit. So anyway, they're doing this little group thing. I won't talk about it too much because it's kind of just it's supposed to be under wraps to my understanding, but it's kind of cool because I'm gonna be able to kind of just check it out. Might invite a few friends that are like very community resourceful or resources in the community, I should say, and we'll go from there. You need one too. Shit's looking, yeah. And that's the other crazy part is like when you feel that way about yourself, man. Like when you like what I'm saying is like in terms of a haircut, right? When you feel that way about yourself, it's again it shouldn't be a bad thing, but sometimes when you look better, you feel better. So like when I first went to the barbershop, because I would just cut my hair at the house, I was like, man, I'm just cut my hair. I don't care. But when you go there, they take good care of you, man. I don't know what it is. They just like that's just what they do. Again, those are artists. Those are literally hair artists, hair and facial hair artists. And they're like, I gotta hook you up. They gotta make you look right. Yeah, and I'd be tipping. You know what I mean? Like some of those times, man, especially the holidays, because haircuts be like 55, $65. So when it's 65, I tip 35, make it 100 for the holidays. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you did this for me. You got the fucking the taper going on, and then the dude started shaving like under the beard and like by the chin, and then did like the mustache right. I was like, bro, you didn't have to do all that. He said, no, I got you. I was like, damn. So I just tipped, made it 100, because that is crazy. Got to pay the artist, man. Artists be taking care of us. So your name is actually JJ. Bro, there's so many JJs that come into live. Speaking of JJ Berry needs to put out some content. My guy be having the camera, but don't post nothing. But no, he got a couple of stuff that he posted with some Beyblade trials and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I think my guy's just busy with work though. Self-care is interesting, right? Perspective and self-care. I never thought about it as a kid. I didn't even value it, to be honest, until like I guess now. Yeah, I guess now. Yeah, man. See, before I used to do I used to wait till my back was hurt from like doing physical labor and jobs and shit, and then I'll get like a massage. And I realized like, damn, I should do this more often on top of like stretching by myself. It's starting to get warm. Starting to get warm right now. Got a great Filipino lady. Yep, she cuts right. That's what's up. Yeah, there's this other lady that I know she's Vietnamese though. She used to do hair, kind of on Rainier. She was really nice. I used to take my ex girlfriend over there. Well, she used to go by herself, but I remember we would just go together. Yo, it is cold, man. I really have to get into the sunlight right here. One second. Where's he at? It's nice up here, man. I go downtown, etc. Oh yeah, warm right here. Almost want to just stand right here, but it's gonna be hella sus. You walk up one more block. Welcome back. Welcome back, Jax. Starting to walk around right now. Walk a couple more blocks down. I'm gonna cut left. Jax, did you have classes earlier? Oh man, Jax, I don't know if you were here. I don't know if you were here, Z, either. That one dude, Noel E. Albrecht, he said he passed his college exams. I don't know if you were here for that, but he came back. He said, if you were live Monday, I'll let you know Monday. And he said, yep, my test results came back. I passed it. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, are you done for the day with your classes? But Noel passed his exams, so that was pretty cool. That's pretty cool to hear. You know? Yeah. He told me on a Friday, he said, I'll let you know if you're live on Monday. And I happened to be live. I almost forgot about it. And he had some good news. Yeah, that was really fresh to hear. Refreshing. That's pretty cool.
Yo, yo, is this working? Let me know if you could hear and see me. Let me know if you could hear and see me. I disconnected everything and I went back to the same thing, same window, same screen, everything. You see now? Damn, that's that bullshit. That's what I'm saying. All I had to do was just close the window and come back. You can see now and hear. God damn, it took hella long. I was about to just walk over to the library and reconnect. I'm over here talking the whole time. I wasn't saying nothing. All I kept asking was, "Can you see and hear me?" I took out the mic. I was showing the park that I walked past. I'm about to walk over here. Give me some Wi-Fi. Clippy, what's good? Thank you for LOLing. Because that shit was ridiculous, man. All I had to do was close the window, open it again. But no, there's a little spot. I forgot all about it. It's between these two specific streets. Whenever I walk past that shit, the fucking connection goes out. And man, that shit had me mad. I forgot, but check out the little blossoms and shit. Little cherry blossom, whatever the fuck. So you got the pink petals over there. Yeah, I'm at 20%. I don't care. I'm gonna just walk over here and see if they let me charge my phone. I'm not far from the house anyway. I'm gonna wait for 10%. I'm gonna wait for the 10%. I don't got no mic, so I'm gonna project a little louder. But Jax, thank you for sticking around. As always. Man. I was worried at first. But I don't know if Riz popped in. I don't know if they left. You can see for real though? You can really see in here right now. So I'm gonna keep going. Let me know if this goes out. It says I got my bars. I got 4 bars now. Abuzar. Yep. Abuzar, what's up? Thanks for coming in and saying hi. I'm gonna go a couple more minutes because I don't know how long that thing. I think I was gone for like 5-10 minutes. It was like 10 minutes, dog. I'm sad about that. Everybody coming back in. So listen, that's good. Pick a car for an edit. What does that mean? Like any kind of car? Ooh. Dang, if it's any kind of car, I'm gonna just say a Cadillac. As always. I'm gonna say Cadillac, bruh. I'm gonna say Cadillac. Oh, any cat. Oh, car. All right, man. Cadillac, bro. I'm trying to think. I don't even know my years, so don't ask me about the years. But just do like something in the '80s, like an old school. Pick one of those. That's what I'm gonna say. It's nice, man. Let me show you this. Bam. It's nice today. It's nice out. Had to get some sun, man. Had to get some sunlight. Abuzar, every time you're here, it's sunny outside, so that's a good sign. Whenever it's sunny outside, you show up. It's a good sign, bro. I'm like, not directly outside the library, but enough for like a Wi-Fi connection, I believe. Let me double check. Well, I got 4 bars anyway, but yeah, man. Yeah, my bad, Jax. I lose connection on that specific street. Now I know. That's the second time it happened. It's night over there. That's right. What time though? Like how many hours ahead? Cause like right now, let me check for you. It's 12:56 p.m. So like 12:56 p.m. over here. So it's about to be 1 p.m. in a couple minutes. I'm waiting for my phone to say 10% and then I'm gonna dip. I gotta make it for lost time because I think it was out for a while. I think my connection was out. It blacked out for a second. 11 p.m. So you're like 10 hours ahead. 10 hours, yeah, 10. 10. Yeah, that's crazy. 3:56. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, my headphones were dying too. My vision's getting fucked up. What the hell? Come on, let me check something. Homie just sent me a text. So the whole time I was recording, but I don't know if the visual was actually there for the live. So that's why I'm just hanging out until I get my 10% warning. It's not gonna be for a while, but I'm just kicking it. I'm kicking it right now, man. In fact, I should walk around a little more. You know, walk around more, double back. I might slowly go down the street, maybe do that. Abuzar, do the Cadillac, man. Do the Cadillac. Any kind from the 80s, bro. Hellcat. Okay, that's cool. Yep. This is like the era and the year of the Hellcat. Dodge. Yeah. Mazda Miata. Yeah. Z, all I had to do was go to a different window and then come back to this window. And then it went back. You love cats? Yeah. That's all I had to do. Because I was still going. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You would think YouTube would adjust, but like, nah, you just gotta do. Yeah, that's a sign. You always gotta do your own legwork. You're right. That's a good sign, though. But yeah, I was sad for a second. There's a little bird right here. Oh shoot, didn't even go. Bro, flip the damn camera. What's wrong with my phone? My phone ain't shit right now. Hold on. Bro, my hands are this cold. 1 second, bro. Yeah, it ain't working. I can't even flip the camera. Hold on, let me try it again. Watch this. Here we go. See what I'm saying? Switch windows, come back, and then I can flip the camera. That's some bullshit. All right, I was trying to show you the little bird, but he's gone now. That's what I'm saying. I thought my hands were cold, but I was like, no, I can still swipe the chat. Anyway, yeah, my phone does hate me. Hey, have a good night, man. Abuzar, thank you for dropping in. Thank you for being here as always. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate when like the people who have dropped in before come back. It's really cool to see. I'm technically only like a month in to doing the live stuff, so we'll see, man. I like doing live because it's cool to tap in with people. I know a lot of people kind of should be posted up at the house and other stuff. And then, there's people from India that come in too. Sometimes when I go live at night, it'll be morning over there. My phone hates me, man, yeah. And I'm sad about that. I'm really sad about that. 5. Oh, 5? Okay. Let's go. That's good to know. That's cool. I get to go home and... Oh, Riz, there you go. Riz, can you see me now? Can you see and hear me now, Riz? I was like, hella mud. Yes? Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm going to walk up to the steps. I'm going to end it right there. And then I'm going to head home. I'm going to head on home. I mainly just need to throw this cup of coffee away. Or the cup. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I'm talking like I got the mic on, my bad. I got to project a little bit. But not Jax, so there was like just call me 5 minutes after. Oh, yeah, I got you. Ooh, Loki got to use the bathroom too. But not Jax, we had a tournament on Saturday. So it was a double header. So the whole time I'm filming and I'm like, I probably can't go live, and I forgot my charger at home. So I knew I forgot something. Sunday comes, they don't have outlets at the place that I'm at. So I was like, I'm not gonna go live or nothing like that. No, not today. No smoking today, Riz. But it was kind of cool because it was like, we had like 4 or 5 people, kind of in the mix last Sunday. This Sunday we had like 10 or 12. It was like hella people. And people kept coming in and out, like kids. So it was kind of a good little meet. So that might be a thing, like a little meetup on Sundays. Fun little free play area. I think Z went live too, though. Z was live at their stadium, or like at the first table. So that was dope. But yeah, hold on, let me check those bars again. Okay, we got 4 bars. I'm over here worried now. But no, I wasn't able to go live this weekend. I guess I could have, but I felt a little drained energy-wise, and I was like, I'm not going to force it because I'm not going to go on live. I'm not going to hop on live and just be all down energy, thinking about certain stuff. Oh, right. Someone else told me that same thing because they were trying to connect to something. But, we're just kind of in that weird spot between the wall and the alley, I think. So, yeah. It's really interesting. But yeah. Oh, also shout out to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I just decided to wear that today. I don't know why. I looked at it and I was like, I haven't worn this hat in hella long. I just pulled it out. But yeah. You too. Yep. Well, all right, y'all. I'm in it there because that way I'm like 2 blocks from the house. That was a good little live. I'm happy I reconnected. I'm happy everything kind of stayed intact. Still doesn't say 10% yet, but I know it's getting low. Hold on. Oh, there it is. It's about to happen soon. It's at 11. But yeah, man. As always, man, thank you for everyone that came in. You know what I'm saying? As always, bro. Love and appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace.